All right, it is weigh-in Wednesday, and we're not we're not looking forward to this because we don't think we lost much weight. So, you ready, baby?
Yeah.
So this should be interesting. Let me get around the other way so I can see it. All right, she weighs in at 165.6.
Oh, I did lose weight.
Good job. She lost a pound. Very good.
165 what?
0.6. All right, here we go. I'm not looking forward to this. This is not going to be good. Last week I was at 259.2 with a big dramatic drop. So I'm not sure how it's going to be this time. So let's see. 259.7. So I gained 0.5. Gained a half a pound. I know it wasn't good. So, what do you think about it now? Are you happy now?
Yeah.
You happy that I got sabotaged?
You made that choice yourself?
Yeah, whatever. Alright, well, that's it for our weigh-in. So, that means I gotta work even harder now. But, tonight we're gonna be meeting someone for the first time. So, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. Okay, so, when I first started YouTube, it was back in 2006. And I originally did it just to watch other people's videos, so I made myself a channel. Then, in 2008, I might have done a couple of videos before that, but 2008, I started doing, we went to a cruise, and I wanted the family to see it, so I posted on YouTube. And then when we would do things at the youth event, I would post them on YouTube just to have them on there, and that way the teenagers could see it whenever they did it. But I really haven't become, I guess, an avid vlogger until this year. I mean, I didn't subscribe to anybody before that, and so forth and so on. And the reason I'm telling you all this is because, you know, you watch all these videos and you watch all these people, and it, you know, the TV has reality shows, but it's almost like they're staged. You know, there's a lot of things that happen in there that they don't show on TV. To them, would be boring stuff. And when we watch each other, it's real life stuff. It's the boring stuff. It's you know, the funny stuff, all that. And as you all know, that Sharon and I mean, that's pretty much how we are. And you've seen the videos through it that we do a lot of funny stuff and how we treat each other. But today, at least for a bit part of this this vlog, it's not going to be the funny stuff. February the 20th, not only one of you really know this story that I know of that watches it, that I know that are subscribed to me. But February 20th of 2010, our daughter was killed by a drunk driver. Well, February 20th when she got in an accident. February 24th, so anyway, this happened February 20th. I'm not going to share all the details, but February 20th she got into an accident. It was late at night. She had so much hemorrhaging on one side of her brain, I think it was the left side, that it was swollen up, and so we had a choice to make whether we were going to. Now they could have taken her, cut her brain, you know, the skull off and drained it, but she would have been a vegetable the rest of her life, or we could just let her die. So we chose that because we knew that that's not what she would want. She wouldn't want to be a vegetable. So February 24th is when she officially had died. So after she had died, an organization called Living Legacy came into play, and she wasn't a donor. So we decided, she said, they came and asked us if they wanted to be, if we wanted her organs to be donated. And you know, what I can tell you about Living Legacy is that they're very compassionate. They don't just come in and say, hey, you know, you got a dead person in your hand, you want to do something with those organs. They're really compassionate about our feelings. So I don't think we I don't think we hesitated.
Because I'm an organ donor.
Yeah, so Sherry's an organ donor, so we didn't hesitate to that, and we said sure. So, and how they work is they go in before, I don't know what they do, but they go in and they take all the organs out and they get them preserved, because you got to do them pretty quickly, of course. So they go in and take them all out, and then they distribute them to whoever needs them. And we still don't know who most of the organs. We still don't know. We know that they were placed. We know that all of our organs were they were used, and we know they were placed to people. But we only know of one person who actually got it. And the reason that is a lot of times there's a lot of privacy between the two, the people who are the donors and the people who are the recipients of it. So there's a lot of privacy involved with there. So, but with the heart, we had I had known someone from a different church, and she was talking about a friend of theirs' daughter needing a heart. So, and we didn't know what was going on. So all we do know is this person, the day that our daughter died, this person was getting ready to leave, go back home without a heart. And they stopped her and called her and said, look, hey, we might have a heart for you. So we started playing tag a little bit and started connecting the dots together. And that's how we found out that person was the recipient. We didn't know much about it, we didn't know anything about it, but that's just how it worked out. So through Facebook, and through a couple of conversations, because what happens is the donor will send Living Legacy a mail, snail mail, and in return they'll send us that copy. So there's still no connection, and if both parties have to agree to it, kind of. Before that, both parties had kind of agreed to it. This girl had found Sherry on Facebook. And you want to talk about that, how that worked, or what? Or you just want to keep talking?
Just keep talking.
Okay, this is supposed to be a combo thing, but this is a little bit hard. So, fast forward several months, she is coming into town. They've done a lot of talking on Facebook. They're coming into town today, and then they're going to have dinner with us tonight. So we'll get to meet her for the first time. We've seen her pictures on Facebook, but we'll get to meet her first time, person to person. And I think tomorrow Sherry is going to the doctors with them, because she has to come back, I guess, do her visits to make sure everything's cool with her heart. And I think Sherry's going to the doctors with her tomorrow to check out the heartbeat, which is weird, but okay. So anyway, so we're going to meet her tonight. So hopefully I will ask her before I put her on here.
I already did.
And
they're fine with it.
Oh, okay. So you'll get to actually see her tonight. So I'm going to cut this off before I start crying. So anyway, that's a little bit serious side of us. This is what we're dealing with. And we have a court date with this guy. This happened February 24th. He was in a coma for a while himself. We have a court date with this guy September 16th. So we'll keep you guys informed what's going on with that as well. So that is it for me. Is there anything you want to say?
No.
Okay. Just want to talk. So understandable. Alright guys. See you all later. Okay, so my wife has sabotaged my diet again with having lasagna for dinner, and now we're having a 9-minute cake.
Chocolate. But sorry, Katie gets the first piece.
So yeah. So anyway, that is Katie. That's the one that got our daughter's heart. Mom, Kim, Sherry's. What did you say? What would you say? Sherry's? What would you call best friend? One was a work associate.
Best friend, boss. A lot of hate right now. I'm just kidding.
And that's Julie. So we're gonna have cake, and then I'm gonna be asking Katie a question. So she's gonna answer that question.
So we're all going to the gym after this, right?
Yeah, I want to see you there.
To the gym?
Yeah, I want to see you at the gym.
What's the gym?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't eat this cake. Talk to you later. Okay, so I said that I was going to ask Katie a question. So the question that I'm asking her is, make sure I get it. I gave her two, but the first one was like really tough, and I said, I'll make it a little easier. So, do you remember what question I said it was?
How does it feel to be?
Oh, yeah. How does it feel to be a recipient of a heart? I mean, how does it change your life? That's what the question is. How did it change your life by being a recipient of a heart? So, Katie, go ahead and say what you want to say.
It's actually changed my life quite a bit. Before my transplant, I was pretty much bedridden. Getting up to go in the bathroom was exhausting. If I got out of bed, I was asleep on the couch. That last year before the transplant, I couldn't really do anything. Before that, getting around was really difficult. I couldn't really go anywhere. I'd get exhausted doing just about anything. I couldn't keep up with my friends. And now I, walk in a couple miles every day. I'm actually faster than my husband most of the time, which is kind of awesome. He's taller than me, so he walks, bigger steps, and I'm actually able to keep up with him, which is really nice. I'm able to walk my dog, which I couldn't do before. It's been definitely a life-changing experience. It's an emotional experience. I feel gracious. There are days that I feel guilty. Why me? Why did I get a heart? Why did Sherry have to die? I do have some support from all of this with a couple other girls who've gotten new hearts also. I think it's a huge honor, and I think that I'm more aware of what I do. I try and live every day to the fullest because I'm not living for just myself anymore. I'm living for two people. It's hard. I mean, it really is. When, I feel exhausted, I have to remember that, I've had worse. It can always get worse. I take 15 pills a day now. I was taking more than 50 pills a day. It's a miracle how far I've come in the past 18 months. And I can't wait to see, where I get after this. So, be an organ donor. Just be one. Don't make your family have to make the decision after the fact. Just be an organ donor.
So I can tell you what, after meeting her, we've seen her through Facebook and all that, but after meeting her, I am glad that our daughter, I'm glad that Katie got our daughter's heart. So that's it. And as you said, you should be an organ donor. And I'll talk a bit more about that in a second, because I'm going to wrap this up. But thanks, Katie.
Thank you.
So in the first clip, which was early this morning, you heard me talk about living legacy and a few other things. And what Katie said was, being a donor, you should be one. You don't know whose life you're going to be helping out. We got to meet the donor of the heart. We got to meet Katie. But, our daughter's lungs went, every organ went to someone. And Katie's the only one that we've ever met. So, to me, it was a no-brainer. But I have been asked this question a lot. And I know it's a long video today, long vlog, but I think it's worth it. And I told you, thanks to all the Facebook friends I have out there. Thanks to all the YouTubers friends I have out there. You guys, it's great to watch our videos. It's great to watch these other videos. And we always do the fun stuff. And sometimes, like I said earlier, we need to do serious stuff. But back to living legacy and back to being a donor, one of the things that I was skeptical at first was the fact that when they knew that you were a donor, that they wouldn't do that extra special to try to keep you alive. And that is the farthest from the truth. Going through this, it's a whole new perspective. The people who live in legacy, I'm not sure if it's the whole United States organization or if that's just Maryland or what, but Live in Legacy is, and they don't, think of this, they do not know who's a donor or not until it's done. The doctors, their job is to save people. So, but Live in Legacy does not get involved. Oh, plane! Sorry. Live in Legacy does not get involved until you've made your decision. And they don't see, if you say you're already donating your license, like Sherry's a donor. She's already put that on her license. They don't know any of that stuff. So it's not like that little old tale that they know, they don't try to do it. That's all false. So I'm not a donor, but when my list goes up, it will be a donor. And I just think it's the greatest thing to do. Katie's the reason why. I mean, this is the whole purpose of this all. We save some other life. But going through all this, people are asking us, what gives us our strength? What gets us through each day? And I can tell you, it was hard at first. And if it wasn't by the grace of God, I don't know how we would have handled it. God really worked in us. More at me first than Sherry, but I mean, it's understandable, I think. But people say, why did she have to suffer? Why was it her? Well, and like Katie said too, why her? Why should she die? Well, the whole bottom line is this: is to bring glory to God. Yeah. You say, well, man, you just lost someone, a death in the family, a daughter. How can you bring glory to God? Well, there's many stories I could tell you that happened in the hospital the days leading up to when we had to make a decision to not allow her, let her live. People that we didn't have no contact with that were wondering, how could we be so happy? How could we be so, joyful, if you will? And it's because of God. And I don't know how people can live without God each day. They go through their lives and they go through situations and who they turn to. They got no one to turn to. And when you have God, when you have God in your life, it changes everything. It gives you that hope and that peace that passes all understanding. So this is a long vlog, I know. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you so you got to see a different part of our life. And by the way, on a happier note, Joe, Tanya, I did the Tim Tam Slam. I won't show it on this video, on this vlog, because the vlog's so long, but it will be on, I guess it will be on the following day. And Tanya, yeah, I got it on the first try. It was not a fail. So, and I did it Joe's way. So anyway, you'll see that. You'll see my first shot, and I'm also going to have Sherry do it. And Joe, it is amazing. Putting I use coffee. Putting that coffee in there and the lettuce. Oh, it's amazing. Great idea. Now I just got to get a hold of you to find out how I can get those things shipped to America, because they were awesome. All right, guys, that's it. It is getting late. As you can see, it's really dark out here. And I'll get this video up. And I hope you guys had a great day today. And go mad. I'll write in the description what that is. God bless.